Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. So in this week's video, we're going to be reviewing Princess Cruise Lines because that is the next cruise line that's on like my tier of cruise line rankings. So if you guys haven't watched my other videos that are already up on my channel, you should definitely go check those out because I posted reviews on all the different cruise lines that I've cruised on. And so after this video, there's only one more left. If you guys want to know what that cruise line is, you guys can go back and watch my ranking all the different cruise lines that I've been on video. So definitely go check that out if you haven't already. But today we're going to be filming a Princess Cruise Lines video. I know I've already done a Sun Princess cruise review video, but this is more going to be oriented towards Princess Cruise Lines. So let's jump into it. If you guys haven't watched any of my other videos, then you probably don't know how this one's structured, but I'm going to be splitting it up into 4 different categories. So we're going to start with food, and then entertainment, and then maintenance of the ship in the room, so like how clean they kept it and how modern and up to date it was. And then we're going to be, the last category is the crew and less like the friendliness of the crew. So we're gonna start with category number 1, which is food. And so for context, we've been on 2 different Princess cruises before. The first one being on Enchanted Princess and the second one being on Sun Princess. And if you guys want more in-depth stuff on Sun Princess, then go check out all the other videos that I have already up on my page about Sun Princess. But this is more just based off of both the cruises that I've been on. But the food quality decreased in what am I trying to say? It decreased from the first cruise to the second cruise. I think the first Princess cruise I was on, the food was like so good. It was like, wow, this is really good. And then it was so much to the point that we were like, we didn't want to get off the ship because the food was so good. And we were really looking forward to our second Princess cruise. And it was on the newest ship too, so we were like, the food's gonna be even better than it was on the first one. But I feel like the food quality decreased. There were definitely some newer like food options that were on our first Princess cruise. For example, the pasta station and the buffet that was like make it your own or whatever pasta station. That one was on our first Princess cruise as far as I remember, and it was really good. So that was definitely one that I was like taken aback by. But then there were some options that were like in the main dining room on our first cruise. There were so many good options that I feel like weren't around on our second Princess cruise. So the options decreased, and I think the overall quality of the food definitely decreased from our first to our second. So for that, I will have to dock some points. I'm gonna give them like a 7.5 out of 10 because I still feel like overall compared to the other cruise lines, they definitely had good food. But I feel like since it did decrease, we're gonna have to take some points off for that. But overall, they had really good food. And our next category, moving right along, is entertainment. So if you guys don't know what Princess Cruise Lines is, you can Google it and get more context about them. But Princess Cruises is a cruise line that is more oriented towards older cruisers or like retirement kind of vibe. So the entertainment is not super big and crazy like Royal Caribbean that has like the flow rider, water slides, this, that, and the other, right? And entertainment on Sun Princess is very simple. It's just shows, trivia, and there's no like water park or adrenaline rushing activities, if that makes sense. So when you go on Princess, you have to take into mind that you're not going to be having all of those adrenaline rushing activities that you would have on Royal, for example. So since I don't have all those adrenaline rushing activities, it's obviously not gonna be as high as Royal Caribbean, so I'm gonna give them like a 5 out of 10 on entertainment. They could definitely up their game on the entertainment, level. I mean, they just kept it really simple, just a few shows, and just a few like trivia things, and like there wasn't a lot of maybe like shows compared to Royal Caribbean, so they could definitely up their game when compared to Royal Caribbean. But if you're more cruiser like me that just likes chill kind of cruises, and you really just go on a cruise just to kind of relax and not really to face your fears, then Princess is a great option. But if you do want to face your fears and, you know, step out into the craziness, then Royal Caribbean is a great option for you. So overall, a 5 out of 10 on the entertainment. And then our third category is maintenance of the ship and the room, and just kind of how like clean they kept the ship while we were on board. So I am a clean freak, but Princess kept their ship very well. I mean, very modern, very clean, always super what's the word, well maintained, and it was always up to date. The ship was very modern. Both the shows that we went on were very modern. The decor was very modern. The way that they had decorated it, everything was super well maintained. There was never a time that I was really walking around a Princess ship and it being like, this needs to be cleaner, this needs to be done better, I don't like this decor. So they definitely did a great job on that. Just really making sure that everything was super clean, everything was super modern, everything was super up to date. And all the decor was super practical. It wasn't like not practical, it was very useful. So for maintenance of the ship and the room, they're definitely gonna have to get a 10 out of 10. I mean, they just did such a good job, always kept it clean. I mean, every time I was walking around the piazza, I think is how you pronounce it, there was always someone sweeping and picking up trash and cleaning up, and that always made that area, the center of the ship, always look super clean and always look super put together and well maintained. So they definitely deserve a 10 out of 10 for that category. And moving right along in this video, we are going to the fourth and last category, which is the crew. And once again, as I've described in my previous videos, there's so many different factors that are taken into consideration for this category, because how friendly they are is based off how their day is going, whether they're an introvert or an extrovert, and then how my day is going, because if I'm having a bad day, I don't really want to talk to anyone. So I'll just kind of try to shut down any conversation. So obviously this is just my very personal opinion. Take this with a grain of salt if you wish. But this is obviously, once again, I'm very committed to giving you guys my honest opinion. That's the reason why you should hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But there are so many different factors influencing this, so please take that into consideration. But I would say overall, the Princess Cruise crew on both the ships that I went on were talkative, but not as talkative and friendly as other cruise lines I've been on. So I would have to give them like a 6 out of 10, because I mean, they were super talkative. They learned our names. They were super welcoming, super friendly. But there were a lot of times that I would be sitting at a buffet table, for example, and it would just be, the conversations would be more to the point rather than, oh, how's your day going? What'd you do on the port? And this, that, and the other. It would more be like, oh, do you need water? What do you want? You know what I mean? It's more their conversations are very business related rather than talkative and like friendly and just want to talk about your day, you know? Compared to other cruise lines that I've been on that are the crew is very talkative and just wants to ask, oh, how's your day been going? And so compared to other cruise lines, the crew could be more talkative and friendly, but they still were friendly and always wanted to welcome you on board. But that brings us to the end of our video, and as I mentioned before, almost 99% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed, which please hit that subscribe button as it supports me in making these videos, and it makes these videos possible. And it's free for you guys to support this channel, so please hit that subscribe button. It's just a button. Please click that subscribe button, and also like this video And comment down below if you guys like seeing future videos, because we are nearly ending this series and me reviewing all the cruise lines I've been on. So please comment down below if you guys like to see on future videos. As I'm nearing my summer break, so what do you guys want to see? Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in next week's video.